Hello everyone. So today's video is very random and very out of the blue, I must admit. It's entirely unscripted, so I quite literally have nothing on the screen to prompt me what to say next, which is always a difficult thing. But I just felt that today I really needed to talk about this particular thing that I saw on Twitter, and I definitely had a lot to say about this particular thing we're going to talk about today. On Twitter itself, you may have come across it. So basically, for starters, I was going through Twitter yesterday. I spend a lot of time on Twitter when I'm not working or working on a video or playing RuneScape, and I tend to come across a lot of paedophile stings, which isn't uncommon. I do follow a couple of people, both on YouTube and on Twitter, who do make this type of content and do it very well. For example, ayyitsjayyyt and Mike Fox. So when I come across a video like that, I will usually tend to watch them and see how they do the things that they do. Now, I've never done one myself in person, and I more than likely never ever will. But I do like to think that I have an overall good idea of what you should and shouldn't do in the event that you've set something up to meet a predator who thinks that they may be meeting with a minor. And today's video it aggravated me in a way, because it was just done so wrong that nothing basically probably came out of it aside from clout on the internet. So I won't show the Twitter user who posted this video, because I do believe it's the same people who were in the video. So as I was scrolling through Twitter, as you know, I basically clicked on this video because I wanted to see how they were going to handle this situation. And not even 4 seconds into this video, you can see that we won't call him a human, we'll call him a dirty bastard, paedophile, whatever. He's manhandled very roughly by the person holding the camera. They basically push him in the back, in the middle of what looks like a child's toy aisle, by the way. And it's not too soon afterwards that they basically say to this guy, "Do you want us to ring the police?" And now, before the meat and potatoes of this video even happens, what I will say about this is that you've basically already just fucked a whole court case with pushing this paedophile nonce. By pushing this horrible person, you've basically already given him grounds to press charges against you on the grounds of assault. And what that means, essentially, and I made this very clear on Twitter, is that this man, this paedophile, is basically going to go free, and he's going to go meet up with other kids if he can, because you decided to fucking assault him on video. And obviously I'm not saying that the short-term pleasure of assaulting this guy wasn't good, because anybody would like to see that. But right from the off, it was handled in the worst fucking way I have ever seen a paedophile sting be treated. And you basically have absolutely no ground to stand on, because 30 seconds later, he's on the ground in the middle of a supermarket aisle, being beaten up by 2 or 3 different men. And I don't mean a bit of pushing and shoving, I mean full-on kicking and punching. So what you've essentially done by doing all this assaulting on this predator is you've let him be a free man to go out and hunt more kids, because he's going to press charges against you. I'm not saying he has, obviously. I'm just saying that is a very, very strong possibility. Now, the only way you could combat that is by if you had video footage beforehand. So for example, let's say that you said to him on camera, and you have this in evidence, or we've got a camera so that we can't hurt you and you can't hurt us, and then if the next thing he did was assault you first, the predator assaults you first, only then would you probably have grounds to say that it was self-defense. But in this case, with a video like that you've uploaded onto Twitter, primarily for clout, it was 100% for clout, I'm guessing. Yeah, you've basically just assaulted him, and there is absolutely no case in a court of law for that. And again, obviously, I'm not saying that it's not a pleasurable watch, because it's always somewhat nice to see one of these horrible bastards getting what they deserve for meeting a minor, but it was just handled in the worst way I have ever seen a sting being handled. Now, I'm not sure how long these people have been doing this, but if they've been doing this thing for a long time, then it's entirely likely that tons and tons of dirty bastards like this have been set free, primarily because they've pressed charges of assault on the group. So if you're gonna do a sting, don't touch the predator that you're meant to be meeting. Tell them on camera that you're bringing the camera and recording them so that each party can't be harmed. Don't fuck up a case. It's common sense. It's common sense. If you're doing something like that, you've got to read up on it beforehand. You can't just go in fist swinging, because you're just going to fuck up the whole court case. And as I've said at the start of the video, I've never done one myself. It must be very, very hard to control your anger towards the predator that you're meeting, because imagine being in the presence of somebody who is attracted to kids and wants to eat a child. It must be very, very fucking aggravating. And it makes me angry to even talk about these people in the first place. So how some of these paedophile hunters can go and take down these people calmly is very, very impressive. So you've really got to keep your wits about you, is what I'm saying. You can't go in, fist swinging, you can't assault them. Otherwise, everything that you're working for on your channel, on your Twitter, on your Instagram, wherever you're doing this stuff, it's got to be done properly, Otherwise, everything you're working for is completely useless, and a lot of people will soon work out that you're just doing it for clout and you don't actually give a shit about the minors that you're trying to protect. Because despite you beating him up, it will happen again. These people are disgusting and they won't stop. And yeah, that's really all I've got to say about this particular video. I just really wanted a quick rant about it. Don't think I've missed anything out. I've said what I needed to say about this particular video, and I just thought it was quite important, because it really is one of the worst done stings that I have ever seen in my life. But yeah, apologies for the rant. Yeah, that's all I've got to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.